5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bum, bada, bum, 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 bum. Yes! We are so happy to be here. We are so happy to be here tonight as we prepare for our showcase at the Ha Ha Comedy Club on April 2nd. I'm very happy about that. Those of you who work with me, you know who you are. I know what I owe you, but now is the time. Since they have this Emmy-nominated show there, you never know. You'll be the next one that's picked up there. So, have you watched it all, Hacks? No. Only comics wouldn't watch that. Yeah. You could see my jokes on there. Oh. Yeah, it's really funny. That's not funny. It's not funny, but I love the work of Elizabeth Smart. She's fantastic. Not to be a comedian. Have you seen it at all?
It's fantastic. It's wonderful. It's fantastic.
Yeah, you guys are in comedy. You guys care. Jerry Lewis, he plays the piano. He married his cousin. I'm like, oh, Jerry Lewis doesn't like anybody. Jerry Lewis really didn't like anybody. He was really a lot of fun, but he didn't like female comics. And my podiatrist hated Lucille Ball and would not work on her feet. Is that crazy? He says, I really don't want to see you because I don't like female comedians. And I'm like, what does that have to do with this hoof, okay? Because I had that plantar thing where you're walking on your toes because your heels hurt so bad. Let me tell you, he was so crazy. His name was Dr. President. God rest his soul. Get it? Soul. And, and it's just crazy. He was telling me this terrible story about it. He said she was mean, she was rude, she was nasty, and she had a horrible feet. And I was like, there goes the HIPAA violation. And her mother was really sweet, so he saw the mom. Every story I hear about Lucille Ball, they say she's terrible. Do you know who Lucille Ball is? No?
Yeah. I love Lucy.
Do you?
I love Lucy.
Yeah, you do? Okay. Good. My daughters, I'll never forget the first time they saw it. It was on Virgin Airlines, and they were like, something's wrong with the television. And they were just hitting it because it wasn't color, and that was color for me. My world, black and white. All right, because I'm black and white and straight out of Jersey, guys. That's where I am. It's black and white and straight out of Jersey. Part 2 is coming. If you guys have a chance, please watch my 1-hour special on Prime Video. Let's give a round of applause to our marketing director over here, Billy Ramirez, who keeps us going. Your in-house photographer, Hunter White. And, of course, your producer of producers here, Aaron McIntyre. All right, the director of the film Actors Cafe. Because, see, at LA School of Comedy, it's not just comedy. You never know what could happen. I've been going through a lot today. Not that anybody cares or asked, but I have, like, the bird laid an egg, right? So I don't know what to do. So I call Aaron, right? So, because the bird won't sit on the egg. And I'm really getting upset. So he writes this nasty note to me. You can't force them to do it. Then I say, let her be. Now, he's on the bird side, right? Which was okay until the other egg pops out, okay? And I'm like, now this is too much. So I put it in its nest, and I try to put the bird to sit on her eggs, and she's like, no. She don't want them either. You see what I'm saying? Even they know. So this is how it goes. If you don't know anything about this, but I rescued these cockatiels, and they become a part of my life. And I had to have this neuropsych evaluation, and I said, I just want you to know that I have birds, and I don't know where one is right now. She says, what does that mean? And anybody who has seen that Instagram page knows those birds will land on my head in a heartbeat. And that woman was petrified, okay? First of all, she was niggified because she did not know that Mrs. Zaffron was a black woman, okay? Until that Zoom thing opened up. They shouldn't call it Zoom. They should call it Doom, all right? Because you can mess up so badly if you don't know what you're doing on social media. And when I came out with this hair, she said, oh, you just sounded different. You know, I like an old Jew. That's what I sound like. I sound like a female version of my husband. I do, and I know that. And he sounds like he's black. You ever hear him sometimes? Like, yeah, you know, because I was out there and so-and-so. I was like, Mark, you can't go there. You can't. And sometimes he says, I can't. He's just like a black woman. He's like, I can't. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't? Finish the sentence. You're a lawyer. Oh, my God, I wish I could have seen him in that deposition. He was subpoenaed. He had to go to New York, and I had to hear it all the way that there's no diners, okay? That's all I kept hearing, that there's no diners. And then he told me he was going to have, he was in the mood for this, he's in the mood for that. He wanted a lamb shank. And like, dude, it's not Passover. Just calm down. All right? Get a hamburger like you've been doing when I'm not watching. You think I'm stupid? How do you find out what your men are doing? Go in the garbage. You guys are so stupid. We find out everything you do. Just go in garbage. And I love when you're dating and a guy's like, no, that's not mine. That was my friend's. You're like, so you carry your friend's condoms, okay? That's what you do. They're used and you carry them because you're in 4th grade? Is that what it is? All right. I don't know why I'm saying all this, just to get us going. And that's what I try to do here. If you come out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you'll have a nice little show. And I want to thank all the people that are watching. I had no idea how many people watch us, by the way, okay? You have no idea until you go into a secondhand store and they say, you from that Hollywood comedy school. And I was like, oh, glad you said it because I bought that too. Just in case. Just in case. I'm trying to stall. Come on in. A little Crowder. There you go. A little louder for Crowder. See that? I was already waiting, ready, and wanting someone to go on. And, you know, it's going to be a really good time tonight because we have the comedy of Hunter White.
Oh, shit. Woo. Keep it going for Sunda. Who's ready for a weird vibe? Are we good? Yeah. I'm here. My relationship is on fire. It's no, real talk. Things suck at home. Things are bad right now, so I can't not talk about it because ADHD. So we'll just clear the air first because that's what you do. It's weird fighting in times like this. It's odd because I think it puts things in perspective. Basically what I'm saying is if you're worried or scared about the world, just start fighting with your partner. You'll clear that worry right up. And if you don't have a partner, find one, date for 3 years, move in together, fight all the time. You might not have sex, but you will not worry about the government. It's like, I don't got time to worry about Donald Trump. This just gotta be done. No, dishes is not our problem. It's interesting though, like, how fights change over time. Like, I think over time, like, the ego just kind of goes away and you, like, see people for who, like, they actually are. And I'm like, I'm not proud of this, but, like, we were fighting the other... I'll take it. We were fighting the other week, and I didn't hit her. I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I didn't throw anything. I just said, I want my mommy. Like, I'm a 31-year-old adult who said, I want my mommy. I don't know if she thought I would hit her, but she definitely doesn't now. All right, fine. Cool, thank you guys for letting me do those. I feel better. This is great. How do I segue out of that into jokes? No, I'll just do them. I'm driving now. I started driving. Oh, hey, how you doing, Anya? It's good to see you. I always think about how you told me that if the Giants win, the Dodgers, if the Dodgers win, you get free pizza. I remember that all the time. California Pizza Kitchen. You had on cool shoes that night. I remember. No, but when you're, like, I started driving, and like, at my age, nobody is impressed, right? If you're 16 and you get a license, like, oh my God, the world is your oyster. Congratulations, you're an adult. You get a car now at 31, they're like, cool, bro, my car does that itself. What, you get insecure seeing a Waymo? You feel cucked, have to get a license? Yes, that's exactly what happened. No, it's it's all in my grand plan of growing up. It's like, thank you so much. I realized recently I needed to grow up. And that's weird to have that realization in your 30s, because in my 20s, I thought I was grown. But I'm realizing maybe I just had bad role models. Right? Because growing up, my role models were artists and comedians. If you know anything about artists and comedians, those are not role models, those are cautionary tales. Right? So there I was in my 20s just smoking cigarettes on a New York City floor, and then I met my girlfriend who comes from a not broken home and is a therapist. Different ideas of growing up. Right? Like hers are like paying your taxes and going to the doctor. Mine are like putting all the gas in the car and buying a fish tank with cash. I don't know. I feel like someone grown up should have told me that my financial dreams were that of a low-level drug dealer. Right? Maybe I'd be a doctor by now. Who knows? You guys are cool. This is fun. I've been thinking a lot about how, like, the FBI did a really good job on making it so we don't have revolutionaries these days. They killed it. They did a great job. But then we got Luigi. Everybody remembers when Luigi video gamed that CEO on the street. And like I don't like support like what he did. I just support that someone did something, you know, right? Because we all talk. I do this, I do that. We all talk a game, but he showed up to work that morning. Right? Like when it all happened, like a group of people like older working in like business and media are like, oh, this random act of violence. How could anyone do this? And the rest of us are just like, it wasn't random. Like it wasn't random. Like I imagined it. Like I wouldn't have done it, but like I imagined it and you imagined it. And like Luigi manifested it. Like Luigi manifested it. When all that happened, an entire generation of liberal women were like, oh boy, did my vision board work? Did I manifest this? Did my hacks against the healthcare industry succeed? It did. Because Luigi, I just got to say, is white girl magic. Right? Because when he emerged, everyone's like, oh my God, he's so attractive. He's like he's the new Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, women love him. But like before they caught him, he was so much cooler. Like after they caught him, he was kind of whatever. But before, he was a mystery, my guy. Right? Where'd he go? Oh no, he's in the park. Does he have disguises? He got a car? He's going to get to Canada. Nah, none of that happened. Our man Luigi took 2 trains and a bus to a Pennsylvania area McDonald's. Luigi didn't ride the Rainbow Road. He turned it from a hitman into a hamburglar. Like, what happened? I think I know what happened is he got the idea from video games. No one's talking about this. You look confused. I'll explain. What is the crime but a Grand Theft Auto mission in real life? Took place in the city. He shot someone. He got away from the cops. That's what you do in Grand Theft Auto. But his problem was there is no like go hang out in Sedona mission in Grand Theft Auto. There's no escape. There's no lay low, right? You just like do another quest or put the controller down and go get a snack. And yeah, that's what he did. Luigi put the controller down. Was like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's. No, bro, the save point isn't Canada. Move. All right, that's all I'm gonna do. I was just working on some stuff. You guys have been fun. Thank you for dealing with me. I'll be in the back taking pictures. Have a great night. Give it up one more time. Oh, you can find me visiting my mommy in West Virginia next week. Have a great night.
That stalking? Can you help me out, somebody? You hold this, sir. Somebody. Thank you. I'm sorry. Somebody help me. I need some help. Or you could give it to Billy, but I'm gonna. You know what? You know something? I am so excited to bring up this next guy, not just because he's a funny guy, but because he gives me advice on my birds. Okay? And he's here to protect me. He's my bodyguard when Johnny B isn't here. Just kidding. Let's give it up. You're never going to tire of the comedy of the one and only Aaron McIntyre.
Woo! Yeah. Oh, stop! Stop, please, calm down. Thank you. God. I know. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Are you here?
Yes.
You are? Good. Great. Everybody's here? That's great. I just couldn't tell. Everything freeze frames for me sometimes, you know. It's another one of my disabilities. I have mental issues. One of them is that I always wanted to be somebody else. Every place I moved, I always wanted to change my identity and be somebody else. So, you know, every time I'd go someplace, I'd try to be black. Because, I mean, nobody can wear pajama pants, like, down to their, their butt crack like a black person. White guys can't do it. I'm sorry, if there's any white people out there who are wearing shit like that, give it up. What's your name, sir? What's your name? Jacob. Yeah. Is that short for anything?
Not at all.
That's it?
That's it.
That's all they gave you?
Yep.
Yeah. And is it like a biblical thing? Were they very religious?
Very, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Jacob was a big guy in the Bible, right? Do you know what he did?
Oh, the ladder.
The ladder. Yeah. He had that Jacob's ladder, yeah.
Chick favorite.
Good.
Two wives.
2 wives. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what you do back in the biblical times is you sleep with your brother's wife. Once he dies, you got to take control. You're forced when your brother dies in the Bible. If your brother dies and he's married, you got to take over, man. You got to take his wife as your wife. It's your responsibility. And my question is always, what if she is not hot? Right? Who wants that? Nobody wants an unhot woman. At least I don't. That's why I'm alone. Because I just, my standards are way too high. I'm sorry, but, because I know that people are clamoring for this package, right? Bald white guy, huh? Yeah, we all know. But yeah, I would always try to be somebody else. I'd try to impress the girls. How many people are into girls? Women. Okay, not girls. We don't want to go there. But the women. Okay, so everybody. Yeah. So I would try to impress the women when I got to a new place. So I'd go out and buy all new clothes. Right. I'd see this girl I like. I'd walk up to her and I go, "Hey, baby, what's up?" And she'd go, "Are you talking to me?" And I'd go, "Yes, my lady. How art thou today? Fine day we're having, isn't it?" And then I'd walk off. It's a very strange child. I think I fell on my head a lot when I was a kid. A lot. Like over the couch and one time out of a window, second story, right on a doghouse. Yeah, it was a doghouse in the backyard. And my dog was walking around and I was standing on the radiator squirting my dog through the screen. And my dog walked toward the house, and so I just leaned out to squirt the dog and dove right out of the fucking window. And I saw about that much light above the screen and then black. And I suddenly transported across the field and turned back and looked. And I saw myself falling over and over and over and over out of this window. And it just showed me that was going to be the rest of my life, just making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. Yeah, I made a lot of mistakes in my life. Done a lot of things that not real proud of, Not real proud. I was married for 18 years. Thank you. Come on, you can do better than that. Come on, man. Yeah, thank you. Yes, I know, because it ain't easy. I got to tell you, it ain't easy. Especially when you got a kid. Oh, these kids. Kids these days. You know what I'm saying? I am mentally ill. So, bipolar. Thank you. Any other bipolar people out there? Raise both hands. Thank you. Nobody? Anybody have other mental conditions? Yes, thank you. One honest person. Come on, you guys. Everybody should be raising their hands. Everybody's got something, right? We all got something. We've all got, maybe we want to put the pencil a certain way, and it has to be that way every single time. Or some people, I think everybody has Tourette's, right? Everybody, right? Somebody cuts you off in traffic. It's like, at least that's what I do. Or if they get pulled over, it's a BMW driver, then they get pulled over, then you go, I don't like BMW drivers. Any BMW drivers in here? No? Good, because I really don't like them. The factories are now not even putting blinkers in BMWs because nobody was using them, right? Fucking never. I had one today. They gotta be jerks. It's just, I don't understand it. It's not like, like Mercedes drivers, because they drive around like no one exists. Not just that they're in a bubble, that they can just do any fucking thing they want. Don't like them. So bipolar, ADD, everybody's got that from what I hear, because every time I say I've got ADD, they go, yeah, me too. Everybody has that. multiple personality disorder. They come out different times. We never know when I might have another person. Hello, how are you? Welcome, come in. We're all just sitting around having a good time. I got one other thing. Yeah, Tourette's. I always forget that one. And I have other kind of issues like, what's the other one? Oh, yeah, memory. I got a terrible memory, cannot remember shit, Walk into rooms like 4 or 5 times. By the time I get in there, I can't remember what I went in there for, so I go back out, and then I remember, and then I go back and forth. Matter of fact, last time I was with a woman, which it's been about 14 years. It's been about 14 years. That's in dog years. So, do the math. No, please, do the math.
2?
2, thank you. Yes, it has been 2 years. That is because my pickiness. But the last time, and the reason I say 14 years is because, sometimes I'll get a pity fuck out of it. Right? And I would much rather have a pity fuck than a relationship, if you know what I mean. That's what I learned in marriage. Okay, I would like to take this moment to do a small monologue from Harry Condolian. Thank you. Oh, when I pick a flower, oh, when I take a shower, it's for you, babe. Yeah, it's for you. It's my song. What do you think? Fantastic, right? Yeah, my voice teacher can't believe how far along I've come. I'm one of those people who never thought they could sing, who actually can. And, when you're an actor, it's very important that you have some kind of a song that you can just leap up and do at any moment, When I pick a flower, or when I take a shower. I wrote it myself. I didn't want to mess around with copyright or anything, in case something takes off. I'm up for this part. I mean, it's a really small part, but, that's all I go up for nowadays is small parts. I'm too old to be a young man and too young to be an old man, and in film, television, and theater, they're very narrow. I mean, they admit it. They say they're very narrow. I mean, I go into an audition and I am brilliant. I mean it, drop dead brilliant. I know it. I mean, it's not an opinion. I mean, I'm incapable of uttering a false word. I'm tops in emotional guns. A relative of Stella Adler once told me she had never seen physical work like mine. Just a natural that way. Very athletic, I can climb a rope. I can do push-ups. I can shoot a pistol. I can do ballet. I mean, I can do modern dance, but I have an appreciation for the ballet. Why won't my career take off? Do you know? Okay, thank you very much. All right, let's bring up our mistress of ceremonies. Yeah. Okay, you coming?
You're right, I'm here.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the comic stylings.
My picture was something totally different when you walked in. It was so funny. You definitely have some black blood in you, okay? Because not only was he not on time, but he came like smooth, you know what I'm saying? Come on, give it up for Aaron. My lady! You're not going to even believe what I sent you today, what I was sending you. Because we have to do a piece like Fred Astaire, like a Fred Astaire Ginger Rogers thing. Yeah. So I had to do something for an audition, and I was going to I have to do 3 minutes straight dancing. Guys, I made it to 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I fall down. I'm down. I'm tap dancing to the Boogie Boogie Bugle Boy. You know how hard that is? It's very difficult. But you know something? We're going to keep on going because we have to. And I really love this next comedian, so will you. Let's give it up for the comedy of the one and only Billy Ramirez. Let him hear you. Guillermo Rivera.
I don't know why I brought that up. Thank you. My name is Billy Ramirez. I like to call myself the middle-aged muchacho, which is just a silly way for me to cope with the fact that I cannot outrun Father Time, but I also refuse to grow up. So I am the middle-aged muchacho. Welcome to my midlife crisis. If I had the money for a sporty red convertible, I'd probably be in it, stuck in traffic somewhere. But instead, I'm doing this. So if you're feeling like kicking off a midlife crisis, come on down to LA School of Comedy every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 o'clock and try some stand-up comedy. Yeah, so, middle-aged muchacho. I'm just getting old, and I need to accept that. Let's see what I want to do. Yeah, my memory's starting to go, which is very obvious. Yeah, so... yeah, I just got to accept the fact that I can't outrun Father Time, but I refuse to grow up. And I should be dreaming of becoming a CEO or something like that. You know, that's something someone my age would aspire to. But being a CEO looks boring. It's just little meetings and PowerPoint and more meetings and whatnot. And meanwhile, I still have dreams of trying professional wrestling. You know. But my wrestling character would be a reasonable middle-aged man who walks out to the ring and just like the pressed khakis and polo shirt and the freshest New Balances you could imagine. Carries a tote bag from Trader Joe's full of braces, bandages, and balms. And he'd only take reasonable requests, like, ladder match? Did you say ladder match? Climb that thing? Nah, that's crazy. Like, ladder match? How about a bladder match where we just both sit in the car and see who can go the longest without peeing, you know? Yeah, only reasonable requests. So, but yeah. Speaking of reasonable athletic feats, or athletic feats that I no longer would attempt, I'm gonna turn 44 this week. That's officially mid-40s, and at that age, I know for 100% certainty, I know without a doubt that if I were ever presented with this opportunity, I definitely would never, ever, ever, ever try to outrun a fat cop. Like, that's for sure out the window. It's not like I ever tried it in my 20s or my 30s, but every time I saw a Paul Blart-esque police officer, I would just like, oh, I need you to chase me. Just that surely will result in, comic hilarity. Like, I'm going to trespass or pee on something or smack you. I don't know, but now... ignoring the fact that they're also shooty and they have drones and whatnot, and if you could ignore all of that, I wouldn't try to outrun a fat cop, because I don't think a fat cop, or any cop for that matter, would give me 10 to 15 minutes to lightly jog in place and get my heart rate up so things don't end tragically. Because right now, if I were to run from a cold dead start, I'm for sure blowing out an ACL, MCL, PCH, WNBA, TV VCR combo, which is how old I am. O-ring, suddenly something to think about. I've also started yawning like an old man. I didn't know why my dad used to yawn so loud, but now I'm starting to understand it. Like, I've always been a loud sneezer, and people would get on me like, "Why do you sneeze so loud?" Because it's a sneeze. It's like, why is that explosion so loud? Anyways, but I'm starting to get to those old man yawns. Those. Which, I mean, it's not very appealing. But on the other hand, I've realized that I could now probably do pretty well at karaoke singing Michael McDonald songs. Minute by minute by minute by minute by. Yeah, so that'll be fun to look forward to. Let's see what else. So I'm not married. I don't have kids. So that means that I can fill my mind and my time with a lot of stupid things. Like, for example, I haven't seen this commercial in about 5 years, and they ran constantly during the Warriors versus LeBron, era. And it's a commercial for Domino's Pizza, world's fastest pizza box folder. Okay, I haven't seen it in 5 years, but I still think about it. And the reason why I still think about it is because I need to know whether or not this world's fastest pizza box folding skill was discovered or learned. Because if it was discovered, there's probably a cool story attached to it. Like maybe when he was a teenager, growing up in a small town on Super Bowl Sunday, the town pizza box folder fell ill, and then he stepped in and folded the pizza boxes and saved the town, the community, whatever. I don't know. I've never slung the dough. I don't know how it works in the biz, but my point is, if this world's fastest pizza box folding skill was learned, then I get instantly depressed thinking about all those hours lost to pizza box folding practice. Like, it's great that he's the world's fastest pizza box folder. It's great that he's the world's best at anything. But of all the things he could be the world's best at, one of those things has to be the worst. And I'm pretty sure pizza box folding is going to be on that list.
Yeah.
Then again, I might just be overthinking. Very, very simple point of the commercial, which could just be that he simply wants to show off that he's good with his fingers and he knows how to work a box. Right. Anyways, yeah. So I don't know if you noticed the way I pronounced my name at the beginning, Billy Ramirez, but I am Latino. And yo hablo español y todo eso. Órale. I've never been able to do that whistle, and I should, because I've actually lived in Mexico. I spent 3 of my childhood years down in Sinaloa. ¿Qué pasa? Órale. That's where that was the first time I also got hit by a car. So let me tell you the story on that. So I was 7 years old. I was hanging out with my mom. She was making lunch, and my brother and my dad were up in the city in Los Mochis, Sinaloa. Órale, ¿qué pasa? If anyone's watching from Los Mochis, ¿qué pasa? And my mom ran out of tortillas, which in a Latino household is an emergency. So she gave me money to go to the corner store across the street to go get tortillas. Now, my brother and I had done this many, many times, but I'd never done it myself. I never crossed the street by myself. But let me paint you an accurate picture, right? This wasn't crossing the 405 now. I mean, this was crossing a dirt road in a small Mexican town in Sinaloa. Just traveled by farmers in their trucks going to and from their parcelas, their farms. But still, I'd never done it myself. So I get to the edge of the street and I try to work up the courage, like I'm about to jump into a double Dutch or something, like banana split. What do you get in arithmetic? Pero en español, I don't know. Just translate it yourself. And eventually I worked up enough courage, found a gap, and I took off across the street. And when I woke up, people from the neighborhood were pulling me from under what I later found out was a blue 1983 Chevy Silverado. And then they stood me up like a rickety card table, and when they realized I wasn't going to tip over, they just left. That was it. That was the extent of medical care in small town 1980s Mexico. They didn't even dust me off, nothing. I was 7 years old. I could have gone toe-to-toe in a couple of rounds. How many fingers am I holding up? ¿Cuántos dedos? It's just, but no, that was it. So at this point, I had just been struck by a blue 1983 Chevy Silverado. I did not have tortillas, and I was still on the same side of the street I started on. So I was in no mood to try again. So I went home. But at 7 years old, I was just wise enough to realize that I needed an excuse as to why I didn't have tortillas, and also why I looked like I had just gotten struck by a blue 1983 Chevy Silverado. So I had the perfect excuse, which was the neighbor's dog, Sapo. That's Spanish for toad, because he had this weird guttural bark. But this mangy mutt chased everyone on that street. You weren't anyone if you hadn't gotten chased by this dog. So perfect excuse. I got chased by this dog, and I fell, and I don't feel like getting tortillas. So as soon as I get home, my mom sees me, and she does that mom gasp, because I just gotten struck by a blue 1983 Chevy Silverado. So she dusts me off, and then she asks me what happened. I tell her, Sapo got out, chased me. I fell. I don't feel like getting tortillas. So then she went to the refrigerator, grabbed me a strawberry Fanta, so delicious, and she told me, all right, that's fine. Go and play. So I grabbed my Fanta and started heading towards the hammock on the other side of the yard. So there was a knock at the door. My mom answered, and it was the neighbor. And I immediately got a little suspicious because I was hoping my mom would defend my honor based on this lie, but I was also kind of scared that maybe she'd know that I was lying or something. I don't know, but it was a quick conversation, and that's what got my attention, because I don't know if you know Latinas and their comadres, it's always like, ay no, y cállate la boca this and cállate. I don't know if you ever listen to older Mexican people talk, it's all just shut your mouth. Oh, cállate la boca, y cállate la boca, y cállate, whatever. But it was a quick conversation. My mom closed the door, and I got curious, so I asked her, what was that about? And she said, don't worry. Tere, the neighbor, is leaving for the weekend, and she just asked me to go watch the house while she's gone. Perfect. I don't care. Grab my Fanta, started heading back towards the hammock. I get to within 3 steps of the hammock, and my mom pipes up and goes, oh, and by the way, yes, dear mother, She took the dog. Go get tortillas. God damn it. All right. My name is Billy Ramirez. You can find me at billyramirez.com, although right now it's under construction, but it'll be up a brand new website by Friday. So thank you.
Under construction. We're just
Thank you.
pausing for a moment.
Muchas gracias. Once again,
Gracias.
Sunday Cronquist.
And when I'm with Billy Ramirez, I'm Maria Santiago de Velasquez de Barranquilla, Bogotá, Puerto Rico. Whatever. Let's bring up the comedy of Jason McGregor. Come on, Jacob. I called him. That's my brother's name. Sorry.
No worries at all. How we doing?
All right.
How we doing? Good is good. It's been a while since I've been back here. I was working on a set about Elon Musk and Doge, like Doge as a verb. Like, I got here, not calling you out, Sunda, but there were no plastic water bottles. I'm like, did those get doged? Like, did they cut the funding? I'm going to go Doge that guy, like it could be a mobster, you know, carrying out a hit. But I kind of scrapped this set because I couldn't justify its existence in 5 punchlines. But thank you for that. Thank you. But no, the writing the comedy, it's pretty high energy. It just takes the energy out of me. And I've been feeling a little low energy. And it's not because I'm low testosterone. Okay, I'm not. I just have too much testosterone, okay? And I spend it all first thing in the morning. Okay, I spend it all first thing in the morning, driving to work. I just go. I drive a pink Vespa, by the way. I got like a little white basket, you know, woven flowers, ladies call me. But I've been thinking also, you know, maybe we could restructure the payment plan at LA School of Comedy. I think, you know, I write some material and I'm like, is this $10 worth of material? You know, $10, 10 minutes, great deal. I'm doing you a favor here, but I was thinking, what if we did LA Gym of Comedy? And we got like a monthly installment plan. Okay, I'm thinking my vision for LA Gym of Comedy, call me after, is, what's the word? It's a little schizophrenic. You know, we got a squat rack, you know, Seinfeld squats. What's the deal with airplane food? What's the deal with airplane food? And then we got, you know, a Borat, everyone know Borat, you know, bench press, like, very nice, nice meet you, very nice, Shankui. We could have like a Trump and Obama sparring ring, like, let me be clear. What a loser. Let me be clear. From Kenya. You know, they go back and forth. But I'm also thinking they could do like Bill Clinton, like yoga, if you want to chill out in the gym, you know, work on your mindfulness, you know. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Breathe out. Bill, don't cry. It's okay. She's just doing a podcast. It's fine. It's over. Long gone. It's over. But that's the LA Gym of Comedy. Hate doing notes. Hate bringing up notes. Hate dropping the notes when I bring them up. But I was at the Laugh Factory last week. This guy had notes. And everyone in the crowd was just like looking like he's got tits drawn on there. Like what's going on? But I thought he could have done a dramatic reveal at the end, like you are not the father. But he didn't do that. Just sort of held it up there, leading us on. But yeah. Anyone ever get like joking big shot treatment? Like someone's mocking you, like, oh, get a load of this guy, big shot. No, anyone? Yeah, a little. Okay. Cool. Thank you for the participation. Pretty cool stuff. But my cousin at Thanksgiving, I got a lot of family from New York. She goes, look at you out there living it up in L.A. Living it up in L.A. It was like a cuckoo clock, like living it up in L.A., living it up in L.A., living it up in L.A. And I sort of got to thinking, man, you know, I do comedy on the side of a freeway across the street from my house. Which also means I live on the side of the freeway. Ladies, call me. But I tried to live it up big. I went to a fancy like beer hall, like German style place with some people from work for like a happy hour type deal. And it was like really trying to go for the German thing. Like they had all those beers that if you pronounce them correctly, it's going to raise some eyebrows at my synagogue. Like you can't just say like a Corona and you shot tequila. No, it's Hefenweizen bitte, Hefenweizen bitte, Hefenweizen bitte. But I was sort of struggling to pronounce it. I was the first few times. It was like my Vespa, just sort of sputtering out. But I tried. Eventually, the takeaway from that whole experience was that it made me like IPAs a whole lot more. Right? IPA. It's pronounceable. Amazing. Right? No one likes no IPAs. Okay. We went acronym mode. Didn't land. It's okay. But the thing about living in up LA is I'm driving around, but I'm doing it in my mom's old car. So it's been making me think a little bit about my childhood. It was really a win-win for my mom. She makes my dad drive her around everywhere anyway. And then she could guilt trip me whenever she wanted to. She could just go, "Oh, how are you down there with the car?" "Oh, me? I'm fine. My mule. Water isn't getting any cheaper." I've been thinking a lot about my childhood and how I could have been a contender. Right, on the waterfront. We got some older, in a good way. Give it up for age. Age before beauty. But I grew up in San Francisco, and all the schools there, public, private, parochial, they're competitive. It's a bit. They have like a lottery. Like if my parents were very gung ho, like our son will get a, education, et cetera, et cetera, and not going to use the notes. I would never use the notes. But one of these schools, some of these schools interview the kids. Like my parents wanted to send me this fancy Quaker school, and they interview the kids a little bit. But the material is sort of like, I like Blux. I love Blux. Like, what are you going to say at age 5 that's really going to, make it happen for you? But they also interview the parents to see if you're a good fit. And it's this like fancy, douchey Quaker school. And, what do we know about Quakers? What do we know about Quakers? Other than the oats. Save the oats. What do we know about Quakers?
They hang their chairs on the wall.
They do like silent meeting. What? Oh, okay. It's a religious group. No violence. No guns. No blood. No nothing. Okay, no one got bang, okay? No bang. Violence, no violence. But it's this, Hogwarts-looking guy interviewing my parents, what is your connection to Quakerism? And my mom launches into it. "Oh, I have a Quaker aunt, and, it was very meaningful growing up with her, and she, taught me all about these Quaker values, and I went to a college founded by Quakers, and, I'm Jewish, and I see a lot of alignment between Quaker values and Jewish values, and, she's off to the races, gold star." Quaker of the Year award, amateur Quaker of the Year award to my mom. Killed it. My dad, they bring both parents, unfortunately, is fast asleep, head in his lap. And he feels the gaze of the headmaster. "And you, John, what is your connection to Quakerism?" And he goes, light bulb hits. Anyone know of a certain vintage know High Noon, or not of a certain vintage? High Noon, yeah, great film. Very old school. High Noon is a Western. Okay, it's a Western movie with like guns, pew pew, pow pow, violence. And my, more where that came from. But my dad goes, "My connection to Quakerism is High Noon." Okay, it just made a lot of sense to him. And he goes, so Gary Cooper, is the sheriff, and Grace Kelly plays his wife, and Grace Kelly's character in that movie is a Quaker. Not going to spoil the movie. Actually, I am going to spoil the movie because it came out during the Eisenhower administration. But Grace Kelly is a Quaker, and Frank Miller's coming to town to kill Gary Cooper. Are you with me? Are you invested? You laughed, you cried, it became a part of you. Okay, there we go. He's in it. But she sees Frank Miller about to kill Gary Cooper, and she shoots him. She shoots him dead. And as a Quaker character, she says, "I did it because he needed killing." And that's my dad's connection to Quakerism. The rejection from the Quaker school has set me up for the dating scene in LA. I can handle myself. I can take it. The one thing that I'm really running into a lot of trouble with is the age thing. You know, I bumped into a woman ordering a drink at the bar. She says, "You're cute," like it's a threat. "You're cute. How old are you?" And I'm like, me? I'm 40. And she says, "No, you're not. How old are you?" "You look like my brother's age." I'm like, okay. I don't want to unpack that for you. That's kind of your own issue. But 22, I'm 22. She says, "Oh, you're such a baby. You're such a baby." And I hate that. I can't stand that. But she was talking to me, by the way. She was threatening me. That's on her. But the real catch with a lot of these women is that I was born after September 11. Oh, my God. You're born after 9/11? And I don't really understand why that's the sticking point. Like, is it really like, "Howdy, cowgirl, September 10th. Let me buy you a drink"? You know, it seems kind of arbitrary. But that's the thing about 9/11. You know, I'm going to go out on a limb here. You know, I don't want to be too controversial in this economy, but, you know, I really hate Osama bin Laden. I hate 9/11. I hate Al-Qaeda. Can I get a little applause, please? We're pretty dead for that. Yeah. Jeez, guys. Jeez, scared me for a moment. But I also hate what they did to birthdays. 1 out of every 365 people's birthday, right? You know? Are you with me? Are you with me? Okay. Social media, right? Everyone's posting every September 11th, you know. Never forget a somber day. First responders remember the September 11th attack. George Bush throws out the first pitch at Yankee Stadium. Crying families. And there's, "Happy birthday, Bryson! You're the best guy ever! Mwah, 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 mwah." Anyway, it's tough scene for those guys. Anyway, that's all I got for tonight. Thank you so much. I'm Jacob McGregor at JMac haha on Instagram. JMACHAHA. Thank you so much, y'all.
Thank you. I'm a pain in the ass, right? You can always tell, right? I'm like, "Oh, I like that." I'm kvelling for you.
Oh, you're kvelling.
I'm kvelling for you. I'm kvelling, and you're not going to need Addie when you're in the house with Patty. Let's do this. Where is he?
Patty! Yeah! What were you doing on this? You were cavelling? You were cavelling. She was cavelling. That's like proper. That's like kosher oozing. Like if you were to, what did they say women did with Frank Sinatra? They were swooning. It's kosher swooning, cavelling. Cavelling is the social. Is that what it is? Like social? Because we should do like a game show together. Because you hit that, man. That was good. Give him a round of applause for helping me. I don't guys know if you guys can tell, but I'm really fucking high. But I'm very happy to be here. It's been a while, and to be here in front of you. You know, I really love you guys. You're beautiful. Beautiful. There's 2 shitbags here, but I'm not going to point them out. Look. Maybe this is a teachable moment afterward. Okay, baby? Yeah, let me just share this wisdom with you. I'll break a little bread intellectually with y'all, okay? Anywhere you go in life, even the greatest places where the people that make you feel the best are, you're shitbags. Now, you can get all caught up in the shit bags and just, well, you know, talk about that shit bag or this shit bag. Or you can just connect to the beauty. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Give them a round of applause, even the shit bags in this life. Because I want to tell you, when I look out upon you, 2 shit bags included, I see me. I see me. And stop it if you think that you haven't been a shitbag at a time or two. Everybody's a shitbag from a time or two. You know what I mean? It used to be like, I remember, this ever happened to you? You meet a girl, you know, out happenstance. One thing leads to another. You wind up back at her place. You're there. You spend the night. And when you wake up in the morning, there's a picture of her and a guy in an embrace next to the bed. And you kind of look, you go, oh, and she's like, oh, no, nothing. And the phone rings and ring. Oh, lunch? Sure, that would be great. I'd love to have lunch. Yes. Oh, we'll be there 12 o'clock. Great. We'll be there. Yeah. You just banged someone else's girlfriend. You know that, or even more so. But here's where it happens, and this is where you get comfortable with your own shitbaggeriness. Yeah, get comfortable with it. You're a man, and you have a little bit of shitbaggeriness in you. If you know, real man, get in touch with your shitbaggeriness. Later on, you're going to be at a party. You're going to see her. He's going to be standing next to her. Oh, hi, how are you? And she's gonna go up and she's gonna go, this is my boyfriend, Daryl. And you're gonna shake his hand, and you're gonna give Daryl the I fucked your girlfriend handshake. Hi, Daryl. Yeah, great to fucking meet you. Great to meet you. Do not stand in gleeful recollection of that, because you have been on the other side of that handshake. At some point, and if you haven't, you will be. Yeah. And it's the same thing, and I'm going to say this because I'm at a certain point in my life. I'm a man of a certain age. Same thing when you shake a gentleman's hand whose daughter you've been fucking. We know you've been fucking our daughter. We fucking know it. But we do know that we were on the other end of that handshake at one time. You know what I mean? Here's the thing. You're going to be, if you live life to the fullest, you're going to be on both sides of these handshakes. It is. So don't relish in it too much, because, the first will be last, the last will be first, and so it is written. You know what I mean? And here's another thing people could learn. And I mean this just pisses me off to no fucking end. This guy, what's his name? Gene Hackman? You familiar with him? Have you heard about him? Dies at 95. And I'm supposed to fucking hear about it for 9 days? He's 95. Get the fuck out of the way, Gene Hackman. They hang around too fucking long, and then they want too much praise when they go. Fuck you. Not a bad fucking life this guy had for 95 years, winning awards, banging broads, left and right, willy-nilly. I'm a little curious, though. Have you looked into it at all? Okay. All right. He's got the 63-year-old hot Japanese wife. It's my thing, man. Sorry. Because I have a 69-year-old hot Japanese wife. So it's right up my alley, I'm saying. It's not odd that I note that. Anyway, where was I? No. 2 of these dogs got away unscathed, willy-nilly. 2 of these dogs they found just wandering around unscathed. I think we need to look into these fucking 2 dogs, see if they have any type of a motive. Serious, fucking look at them. How did they're just, the one dog's dead. And the word is the other 2 didn't like that particular fucking dog. Just saying. All right, the idea of reversing the dogs as killer thing didn't work. It didn't work. But it's okay. These things don't always fucking work, okay? Like my wife, at my wife's suggestion, I had a gay experience last week. I did. Thank you. I went and saw Wicked. No, it was the real deal. I didn't see the movie. I saw the fucking play. That's really gay. That's fucking gay. I had pit tickets. That's fucking gay. I had to jerk off 3 ushers to get those seatings. I'm just fucking lying. I'm kidding you. I do love hand jobs, though. Can you get a round of applause for hand jobs? I did. I love hand jobs. I'm a big fan. I once paid $180 for a hand job. It was my cousin, and he needed the money. Well, look, I suppose I could have just given him the money, but, I only made him do it outside my jeans while I was eating an ice cream cone. I kind of just gave him the money, but he's a registered Republican. I didn't want to deprive him the dignity of work. I like massages. Don't you guys like massages? I had a massage on my way over here, and I always ask for a woman. not because of anything sexual, but because I can pay her 28% less. It's strictly a fiduciary decision. Strictly a fiduciary expression. I'm proud though. I like to call myself a patriot. I used to. Now it sounds vaguely racist when I say it. Doesn't it? It sounds vaguely like just vaguely racist, like Taco Tuesday. You know what I mean? Just vaguely racist. Although my favorite semi-annual racist food event by far. Because it seems like an incidental racism. You know what I mean? Incidental. There was no malice. You know what's fucking racist? The fucking soup plantation. Fuck! That's just deliberate. These 3 evil Illuminati members are sitting in a room. We'll make it delicious. We'll make it affordable. And slightly racist. Slightly, because I've read 19 books about the antebellum South. I've seen Gone with the Wind 17 times. There's not one fucking mention of soup. There's no soup. None. Listen, you guys have all been adequate, and I want to thank you. I want to thank you for the use of the hall. Give yourself a round of applause. You've put up with it. I've been Patty. I want to thank you for your kindness, your hospitality, and most of all, the little level of attention that you showed me. That it means something. Just so you know, it means something to me. God bless you guys. I'm Patty, PADDYFORCOMEDY. I book Wednesday nights at the Mix. And let's get it up, baby. Let's get it up for Suna Kroonquist.
Yes. We're still doing it. We're still doing it. Oh my God. Let's say okay and bring up Anye. Let's do this, baby boy. It's too soon. It's too soon. I want you to be hot.
Nah, I'm solid.
Okay.
I don't want to jump people that's here before me, though.
Okay. I know. I wanted you for a reason. How do you argue with me? I love him.
Nah, my fault.
Anye!
No, my fault. I meant to be on time, but you feel me? It's not completely possible. I had to be late in memory of Black History Month. We just had the last one. I don't know if y'all got the word. We just had the last one. Maybe I'm joking. Maybe I'm serious. We don't know anymore. You was talking about Luigi, buddy. Hunter was talking about Luigi, bro. That shit hella funny. I remember when that shit happened. And my parents love to watch CNN. Like that's their channel. Like the TV is always on CNN when they're around. And the news was just so serious when that shit happened. They're like, oh my gosh, like killers on the loose. Like we don't know why young people aren't, frightened or scared. They're making jokes. This is not a joking manner. There's a killer on the loose. I'm like, nigga, we all unemployed. This has nothing to do with us. Like this nigga, like what? How are we? He's killing niggas in charge. We can't even get in the office, nigga. Like this is not a threat to us. Like we do not care. We're laughing. We're memeing this. This was funny as fuck. Oh, bro, my bad, Jacob, bro. You was naming a lot of white people, and you was like, oh, this person. You looked over at me for like encouragement. I was like, bro, you named like 7 white people. That's way more white people than I know. Like that was a lot. That was a lot of white people. I was like, I don't know them. I'm sorry. I barely know the ones that be in movies today. I'm like, oh, the one that played that one guy. Like I be knowing the character that they played more than I know their actual names. You feel me? So I'm fried with that shit. What else I want to talk about on here? Shit is fucking fried right now, bro. It's been a time. And you're like, oh, don't look at your notes, bro. I spent half my set looking at my notes, bro. It's an open mic, bro. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, real shit. This is the time to, work shit out. Y'all remember, like, clap-on lights? Y'all remember when that shit came out, bro? That shit was so... You don't got the clap-on. Bro, that shit was so hard to me, bro. Like, I used to, like... I was big into infomercials. I used to watch TV a lot as a kid. And that shit came on. I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. And I, like, begged my parents to get clap-on lights for, like, at least the bathroom. I was like, y'all don't have to do the whole house, just at least the bathroom, right? And my dad is Nigerian, so he's cheap. He's gonna find like any like alternative that to him is the same. And he got motion sensing lights, not the same at all. In fact, it's more frustrating because, like, no matter what, like, if you in the bathroom, I don't know if y'all ever used the bathroom before, but you be standing in one place, like, you're not moving in the bathroom, so the lights are turned off, and you gotta, like, do a little shimmy to get the lights back on. It's embarrassing, even though nobody in that bitch. Like, it's an embarrassing time for me to, in my private, I don't know. It's just random things I thought about. No, it's crazy. Before Elon went crazy, before this nigga went crazy, I already told people, I was like, bro, for some reason, Tesla only parking feels racist. And niggas was like, bro, how do you feel that way? Why do you feel that way? I was like, I don't know. I just believe that just because you bought this certain vehicle shouldn't allow you access to a regular parking spot. I would understand if there's a charger involved. But if it's a regular parking spot, like, why do you get that for the Tesla John? And I said it feels racist. I was like, I don't know why it feels racist. And this was like months before Trump brought this nigga into office. Like, this is crazy. Y'all, I be on to some shit. Okay. I just wanted y'all to understand. So when I said it's the last Black History Month, I hope y'all did something for Black people. If not, I have a Cash App. We can make something happen, bro. Make something happen. We can still celebrate. We only 3 days out. 3 days out. We still close. We still close. Man. I just finished my basketball season. I was coaching my JV team. I don't know if I told you when I started that shit. It was rough. It was really rough. We won one game. It was the last game of the season, so it was real dramatic, like Disney movie type vibe. Really cool, really dope. But really, what's better than that is there's a check on the way to my house now that the season is over. Like, everyone was happy that public safety alert.
He's African.
Wow, he's 81. He's missing. Why they send that to 81 missing Nigerian, bro? You're not finding that nigga. He's with 3 old white women right now, living the dream. Like, this nigga you're not finding, bro. Insane work. Insane. Now, God, like, he's not missing. He's living the life that he always wanted to live. Nah, the email scam finally worked. He's enjoying life right now. He's enjoying life. On God. He's balling right now. He's at some fucking retirement home going from bed to bed. So I said a check is coming, so I'm excited about that. And going into the summer, like, I'm excited for money to be coming because I've had conversations with my friends about this already. I don't know if I've told y'all, but I am 200% sure that money will change me. And it's really exciting going into this change during the summer. I'm like a fucking caterpillar about to turn into a butterfly. It's about to be lit. Because, like, throughout the week, I'll be eating mad regular. You feel me? Like Oreos, bagels, cereal, sandwiches, sufficing, noodles, no complaints. But let that check hit my fucking bank account, bro. My whole fucking diet changes. I be at the restaurant ordering shit I ain't never ordered before. I'm in there like, man, give me the filet mignon. Niggas, the filet mignon. Filet mignon, what? I thought niggas was on me. I didn't know the shit came with a quiz. That shit had me confused. It's like, how do you want it done? I'm like, nigga, I don't know. Excellent. Do it well. The best way. I don't know. Cook the food. I have the money. I don't know why you ask me any more fucking questions. I don't need to know. What? I don't know. Should be pressing me. It's all right though. My problem, my desire to have, like, expensive food started at a really early age though. Like, that shit started in, like, middle school. I don't know if y'all remember, like middle school, like, eating well and, like, being a baller in middle school was like Fiji water and Lunchables. I don't even remember that shit. That combo was elite. You feel me? Like, Fiji water. Remember that shit came out? Like, I don't know why. That was like the clearest water. I'm like, isn't water not clear? But that water was always clearer. Fiji water was so good, niggas would finish the bottle and then refill the bottle at home and come back with the same bottle. I'm like, bro, that's the Fiji from yesterday. It has the same dent. I know that's not new. That's not fresh Fiji. Nah, you call niggas out on that. That shit had niggas hot. Bro, this is the same bottle I dropped this morning. Like, no, it's not, bro. That's not fresh. But Lunchables was lit, man. Lunchables was a dope invention, man. That shit at the school jumping. I remember I was going on a field trip, and the field trip was after, like, we had the honor roll, like, celebration or whatever. And so, of course, I'm an honor roll. I'm Nigerian. I had no choice. So my parents came to school, and then my mom was like, no, Wes, since you're going on a field trip, I got you. I'm going to get you a Lunchable and come back before the field trip bus leaves. Don't worry. I'm so excited. I'm like, what? I'm going to bring it. Just wait. Just come to the office. Just be in the office. I'll bring the Lunchable for you. I'm like skipping to class. Like, I'm so excited. And then they call me to the office, and I go get this fucking Lunchable for my mom, and she hands it to me, and it's the Lunchable with no Bev. No, Bev. It screams poverty. This is terrible. The lunch would know. At least when you get the school lunch, you a man of the people. It still come with the LAUSD juice. You remember the LAUSD juice? No, LAUSD's juice is so good, but it had some funny shit too. I remember one time I was in line. I had my LAUSD juice, and my homegirl, her mom brought her the Fiji water. She said, "I don't want this juice," so she threw it to me. And I was like, "Oh my God, great!" So I'm drinking one. You know, when juice is good, you start reading the bottle. You're like, you start reading what's in this shit. It says contains no juice. I said, "Then what is in the juice? How the juice contains no what? 0% juice in the juice? They said juice or water. I said juice. So what is in the juice? I don't know." It's good though. I mean, if this lawsuit, we gonna get our money. I drank enough of it to qualify. It's okay. We gonna get our money. It's just a crazy thing. I was like, contains no juice. What the fuck? It's crazy. I have to get my hair braided consistently these days because I feel like going to these job interviews with an afro is kind of wild of me. Not because I don't think afros are okay in 2025. It's just clicking the white box and then entering the office with the whole afro is like really I'm exposing myself too early. Like, cause I know when I'm applying to these jobs, they said DEI is gone. I'm clicking the white box. I don't give a fuck. I didn't care. You feel me? Like, oh, DEI is gone. What are you gonna do? I don't give a fuck. I'm clicking white anyway, nigga. I'm coming in. You're at least gonna look at my application. I'm sorry. You gonna at least tell me no to my face. I don't know. So I can be white and then pull up with the afro. It's like throwing them. It's like, okay, now this nigga's clearly lying. But I come with the braids, like it's ambiguous. I don't know. At the right angle. No, I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm fucking with you. Bro, oh God, yes, it's giving Viking. You feel me? You can put me on a boat somewhere and stand valiantly. Whatever the fuck, bro. Malls are dying, bro. I don't know if y'all have noticed. Malls are dying. No one gives a fuck, but they're dying. They doing any old thing in the mall these days. Some of the stores in the malls ain't even stores. Like, they just be random like shits. Like, there was a laser tag in the mall, and I'm like, that's kind of normal, but it's not even like in the dark. Like, it's the lights is on. It looks like a fucking Macy's. I didn't even know I walked into a laser tag. Like, they doing anything in the fucking mall these days, y'all. We gotta fight back. We gotta go shop at the mall. Leave Amazon alone.
I know.
I feel like an old person. I fucking hate Amazon. I still use it, but I hate it. It's too fucking big. The other day I was on Amazon and I was like, man, what the fuck, refresh. I saw my fucking self on Amazon. I was like, how the fuck am I on Amazon? What the fuck? What's worse is it was 2-day shipping. I'm not easy. Like, you can give me a 2 days? Like, what the fuck? I was pissed. I was like, one day, and people were like, how you think of this shit? I'm like, bro, I was driving on the freeway, and I'm gonna end on this. I was trying to exit off the freeway, and this Amazon truck was not trying to let me exit. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Fine, go, bro. I let him go, and as I go to exit, another Amazon truck pulls up behind me. I'm like, what the fuck? Did somebody order me? Like, what the fuck? Why are y'all all around me right now? Like, I don't even like regular traffic. I'm not ready for the sex version. Like, what the fuck is this? That's good. Y'all can get that on the way home. It's a little wild of me in these Diddy times. But then, oh God, I got a show tomorrow. That's why y'all see me. Every time you see me, you probably got a show coming up. So I'm like, I got to tune up a little bit, get back to being on stage. We're at Flappers tomorrow. Low key was crazy, no flex, but I pulled up one time and they've been on my dick since. So turn up. Shout out to Flappers, bro. Put me on. Yeah, they like come back. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll be up here. So I'm back at Flappers tomorrow, 7:30. I'm on some show. It's called Miles's Mates. It's some dude I met at a Tea Time comedy show. But I'm Anye West. It's ONYEWST. Tapping with the kid. Please clap it up for your host, Sunda.
Thank you. Anye is one of the few that can say it right. I hate when people say, Sunda, do you have a nickname? Duh. I don't know what else to say, but we're going to get a little louder because we're here with the comedy of Javon Crowder. Let's do this.
How y'all doing tonight? I used to be an MMA fighter, but I'm retired now, and it's not because of my opponents, but narcolepsy got me in a chokehold. This shit is terrible, man. Like, you ever fall asleep and didn't know that you fell asleep? Like, that's how bad it is. Like, I be taking naps the way stoners smoke blunts. I can't function without one. You know how you ever been like a smoke session with stoners and shit? How they be having blunts, goddamn, in rotation? That's how my naps be in rotation. Just like as soon as I'm waking up for another one, I'm taking another one. And one of my favorite places to sleep is in a car. But I don't have like tinted windows, and sleeping in a car with no tinted windows is like having sex without a condom. Ain't no protection. One time I was driving and like when the naps hit you, it's kind of like Cupid shot me with an arrow, but instead of falling in love, I fall asleep. So I had to pull over on fucking Century and Prairie. I pulled over, and you know, like when somebody's standing over, you can just feel it. I felt like somebody standing over me. I woke up and a crackhead stole $2 and an iPhone from me. So now I sleep with the windows rolled up. I be hotboxing naps. I know most of y'all be having designated driver. Like, I'm so tired, nigga. I need a fucking a designated passenger. Cause like I be taking naps that make sense. Like I don't just sleep. I do stuff and sleep at the same time. I'm a sleep time tasker. So like if I'm at a red light, I'm gonna take a nap, and if you my designated passenger, it's your job to wake me up when it turn green. But I'm still getting something done. I'm getting a nap and I'm driving at the same time. You feel me? I don't like people driving my car, so I need designated riders. Another place I like to take a nap is on the toilet. Like my naps come with shit. Naps come with shit. You feel me? Like this is the best way to take a nap at work is on the toilet because you can't get in trouble. Especially in these times today. No Diddy. I get a nigga walk in and say, "You sleeping on the no Diddy, nigga? Why you bothering me? Like, how'd you know I was on the toilet? It's a stall. You feel me? Shit crazy. I've been having a hard time now that I had narcolepsy with like certain shit. Like my friends always say offensive shit. Like when it's time to leave, they be like, "All right, bro, stay up." I'm like, why would you say something like that? You know, I can't stay up. Like, that's racist. It's racist as fuck. Like, the fuck? Or they say shit like, if you snooze, you lose. Like, nigga, I done took 5 naps a day and ain't lost shit. So you trying to say I'm irresponsible because I'm sleepy? And recently, all my homeboys decided to go be Hebrew Israelites. Something I can't be. Racist. Like, Hebrew Israelites, they all consider themselves woke. I'm never woke, so how can I be a Hebrew Israelite? Shit crazy. And I be hating when people find out because they start trying to handicap you and shit. Like the pastor be making me pray with my eyes open. Everybody else got their eyes closed. I'm just sitting there looking and shit. They think my eye about to water. I'm trying not to goddamn close my eyes. Cause every time I close my eye, mama nudge me in the side, like, wake up. I didn't convince her to let me take naps in church now. You know how I did it? I was like, mama, why you think the pastor tell you to bow your heads and close your eyes when you pray? Because that's the only way you can hear God's voice. God be talking to me when my eyes is closed. So now every time I close my eyes, she think God sent me a vision. She let me sleep. When I wake up, she's like, what'd he tell you? I'm like, mama, he said make some chicken tonight. Oh, man. So another job, like I got a life that really don't make sense. I do stuff that, like I'm an MMA fighter, I'm a comedian. You feel me? And, you know, I got into comedian because fighting, you know, like I don't like wrestling or jiu-jitsu. That's ground combat. Anything on the ground make me sleepy. But that's why I like comedy, because I'm a stand-up guy. I'm good from the shoulders, you feel me? I don't like... But like, I'm also a behavior therapist. Oh, I got you. Sleep. I'm also a behavior therapist. I work with kids with autism. And like the worst part about that job is the people I work with. The kids fuck with me. I'm starting to think I'm autistic. They fuck with me so much. Like, you feel me? I relate to them. You feel me? But the adults treat like school like a popularity contest, and I'm like the only guy there that transferred to an all-woman school full of mean girls. So like, I started using my student. Like, well, I had a fruit roller one day, and he wanted some. I didn't give him none. He snatched me up, like had me by my collar, lift me up off the feet, like, you feel me, off the floor. I'm like, okay. He like fruit roll-ups. He the chosen one. So when people bother him now, I pay him fruit roll-ups to go beat them up. All I gotta do is look at somebody and say squabble up, he go beat them up, and he slide back to me, and I give him a fucking fruit roll-up like a drug transaction. People been catching on to this shit too, so I had to like change it to just doing a dance. But like it's funny because like when he doing it, like he like one of his behaviors, he act like a Grand Theft Auto character. Like, you know when you be trying to put a code in, like when I tell him to squabble up, it's like I'm putting a code in on a phone. He be hopping and shit, and he be walking up to him, and then he'll hit his head and he'll lock in on him, and he go squabble up. He run back to me like bam. I give him the fruit roll up. Now we moving weight. And it's crazy because he don't even eat the fruit roller right. He just stuffed the whole thing in his mouth. He sucked all like the sweet stuff off and he just spit the paper. He be, you know how you chew dip? He be eating fruit roll like he chewing dip. He just chew the whole thing. You see this paper goddamn coming out. Shit crazy. Yeah, I just came up with all that just now. I don't know. I like that though. But try some new. Have you ever am I the only person, like, have you ever had a conversation with somebody while you sit on the toilet? That's the only way I don't go to sleep. It's like we be like, you ever saw like a Home Improvement, how the neighbor always come, he's be over, like, it's not like that. Like we be sitting in the toilet, like it always start with something awkward like that. You ever like started to shit? I didn't even want to say it. Like, you ever started to shit and all air just come out? That's how I start. Like a person be over there, be over there beatboxing with his butt, and I laugh, and then bam, we just start talking. And next thing you know, we having a conversation. That's the only time I shit and don't go to sleep. I gotta be doing shit. But like, man, yeah, but sleep, that's shit crazy. I could talk about sleep forever. Cause I be fiending for naps. Like I be feeling like Pookie from New Jack City. Like, these naps, they be calling me. They be calling me, man. I just gotta go to it. Shoot. Anybody ever had sex with somebody with a nub? I'm telling you, I recommend it, because once you get sex with a girl with a nub, you're not gonna get a nub of it. I smashed a girl with a nub and like, I can't get a nub of it. Like, you feel me? Like, it's crazy because like normally when girls scratch you, she be trying to scratch you with the nub, but it turned into a full body massage instead. She be just be rubbing me in all the right spots with the nub, because it's kind of like soft but hard at the same time. Don't let her be mad. I made her mad one time. I felt like I was getting beat by a billy club. She was just hitting me with the nub. I was happy though after that, man. I be walking around singing to her and shit, remixing the songs. Can't get a nub of your love, baby. And I don't like telling her I love you. I just tell her I nub you. It's my nubber butter. Man, me and my mama always get into it. She don't like the fact that I'm sleepy. But we don't even get into it right. We get into it because she can't remember my name. Like, she get the first letter right, but the rest of the name be wrong. Like, my name is Javon. He about to push the light. My name is Javon, but she be calling me Jalen. She's like, Jalen, go in there and turn on the light. I'm like, all right. But my name not Jalen. She's like, shut up and go turn the light off. Smart mouth little boy. I'll go turn it off. So she got tired of me doing that, so she went and got a smart house. Somebody who else's name she can't remember. She be calling Alexis. So she be in there, Alexis, turn on the light. The light don't be turning on, but Alexa rude too. She just don't talk shit, but she just don't do it. That's just as rude as me going to do it and talk shit. I'd rather you talk shit. She just don't do it. But she don't talk shit to her. She's like, oh, you smart house? She don't call her a smart house. So one day she was doing it, whatever, and she's like, Alexa, turn on the light. And I was like, Mama, that's not her name. Her name is Alexa. So watch this. Alexa, turn on the light. It turned on. I looked at her and said, you need a smart mouth for this smart house. But he gave me the light. My name is One Punch J.
Woo.
You can find me on Instagram underneath One Punch, one word, the number 1 _ JAY. Don't sleep on me. I'm gonna sleep on y'all.
You guys ready for your headliner?
Yeah.
I'm ready for him. He's ready. Hey, are you ready? Let's do this. Let's give it up for the one and only Colin Aspie. Let him hear you.
Keep it going for Sunda. So I just got into graduate school. Thank you. Clinical psychology. I'm very excited. When I applied to the school, I was trying to do everything I could to get in, so I asked them if they had any research events going on. They said, yeah, we do. We have one on Saturday. And I had no idea what the research was, and when I got there, it was the Black Student Research Symposium. And I was the only white guy there. And I won the raffle. I felt like a real asshole. They're like, there's like 70 people in that room. They're like, really, him? Really? And I was sitting in the back. I had to go through everything. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, hey, excuse me. And I was like, I probably need this Ta-Nehisi Coates book more than anyone else here, right? Out of everybody, I need to read this. I felt proud. I was trying to give a speech. I'm like, I have a dream to be in graduate school. And they're like, shut up. That's stupid. Right? So I just got out of a situationship. Yeah, I was seeing someone, didn't work out. A situationship it's where two people agree that one person's going to get their heart broken. That's they mutually agree to do that to each other. As a situationship is like an internship where you don't get the job at the end. You know, you put in all this work. You're like, oh, am I doing a good job? You're like, oh, yeah, you're doing great. And I was like, oh, I'm here for 6 months. How's it going? Nah, you don't get the job. I'm like, all this free labor? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're not getting shit. Cool. She ended it through text, which was not. But we live at the same apartment complex. She's in the building next to mine. I was like, I can see you from your balcony ending this through text. Open the window. I see you. She said this to me because I was like getting these like mixed signals. I didn't know what was going on. I said, "Hey, like, is this is something going on here?" And she said, "Oh, no, we're not each other's person." A no would have sufficed. Yeah, a lot of guys say like, "Oh, the worst thing she can say is no." No, it's we're not each other's person. I was like, God damn, that's like you caught a spider and then you just stomped on it instead of letting it outside. You're like, come on. We need a better tag. You ever do this where like someone starts to show you their heart, so you think, oh, maybe I'll show my heart, and then you do it, and they act like you just whipped your dick out? I was like, here's my heart. She's like, whoa, put that shit away! Oh my God! Oh, ugh. Yeah. You know, it's weird. Everyone says this when you're going through like a breakup heartache. This is the time to improve, the time to work on yourself. I have to go through the worst pain of my life and improve? Fuck that. Fuck that. I've been fucking improving the last few months, graduate school and fucking shit. I want to get worse. Can I just get worse for several months? Can I just do that? Why can't I do that? I don't know. There were signs that it wasn't going to work, you know? Like, I remember I told her one of my goals for the year was to do a show at the Comedy Store, and she said, well, it's good to have goals. I was like, well, that was supportive. That was a good indicator of where this could have gone. It's good to have goals. Thanks. I realize this because, and by the way, I want to take full responsibility for this. She originally initiated this as something casual, all right? There's my problem is I can't do casual because I will casually fall in love. It's really casual. Just on the table. Just so you know, there's just some casual love right there. Don't break my heart. She'll do it anyway. I don't know. I got to ring a few things out because I got a show tonight. She said, there's some things, it was like mixed messages. Like she said something when we were in bed together. She said, I love the way you hold me. Is that like, God, like sometimes it's like, God damn, that fucking, you could have just left that one out. That could have been an inside thought. That could have. All right. I just need to let that out. I got a show coming up tonight. Yeah. Okay. So, but I did try to get over her. So I met with this one chick. I did like a, hookup app, and we were dirty talking, and she said to me, I want you to rearrange my guts. I like to leave things how I found them. I'm not for this joke, sure. For this curated comedy set. Were you really on Amazon? Were you on Amazon? Were they selling you on Amazon? Yeah, man, that's like... And I was like, I don't really like to, I'm not really a mover, I'm more of an interior decorator, you know what I mean? That's a coming inside joke. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a mover. I last time I did that, I threw my back out. Let's just keep this casual. Does this come with beer and pizza after? I'm just wondering if we move this couch. Okay.
You're ordering.
Oh, yes, I am. Okay. Like if someone crashes their car into like a pole, like usually a few days after, people are leaving like candles and memory for the person who died. Do you think they do that at strip clubs? If a stripper dies on the pole? Is that? I'm just wondering. I just don't know if that's appropriate place to do that. Here lies cinnamon. Okay. I've been getting into making different types of flatbreads recently. I'm kind of like, I'm not great at it, but I can make a couple different types. I'm sort of a jack of all trades, master of none. But you liked it. I joined a run club because I'm trying to get out there now. I'm kind of healing. And that's a good place to like meet people. You go on run club. Problem is I run a 5-minute mile, so it's just me and that one Kenyan guy in the front. Hey, okay. Cool. I've been through a lot of tragedy in my life. A lot of people passed away too soon, too early. I was trying to deal with it. So I got a grief counselor, and she died last year of cancer. Who do I call? Who do I call? I need like a dead ghost therapist. That's the only way I can get some damn help here. Okay. When I was in 5th grade, we used to, we found out the word sex, but we didn't know what it was. We just knew you could have it. All right, that was all we knew, is you have sex. But we thought it was like an insult. We thought it was all of us were just, for like 1 week, all the boys were like, you had sex. And like, I was like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Nowadays, it's very different. Everyone's like, you didn't have sex. I'm like, yes, I did. I did, I swear it. Okay. Too much. Okay. You know that like Ariana Grande song, Thank You Next? I feel like that song's really condescending. It's like, thank you, next. She's like she knows what she's got on the way. Next. Oh, I forgot this one tag from the situationship. Okay. Soon, do you ever feel like this? That's only for the women. But like, I've met girls who say that they slept with a guy too early, like they gave it up too early, right? And I feel like I did that with this situationship, but with like my boyfriend energy. Like I did that. I'm like, I've got great boyfriend energy. I'm respectful. I'm compassionate. I'm a good hang. I'm a fucking great cuddler. Like, and I just gave that away for free. Like, just gave away my fucking energy pussy. Like, just for free. God damn it. Okay, cool. I'm glad I got that figured out. I have a friend. I have some of my female friends who like to say I love that for you. Have you guys been dealing with this? Where girls say I love that for you? Yeah. That shit's condescending. I'm like, what do you mean for me? What do you mean for me? Exactly. Like I'll be like, oh yeah, I joined a run club. I love that for you. Why don't you just love it? Why does it gotta be just for me? Fucking, yeah, I don't like it. It never comes off genuine. You can't say that in a genuine, it's impossible. It's impossible to say it. But you guys have been a great crowd. I loved it for you guys, the way. And I will end it on that. Let's bring up your wonderful host, Sunda Kruvas. Oh, you can find me, comedian Colin Asley, on Instagram, YouTube, Pornhub, and I have a show at Poncho's in Manhattan Beach tonight at 9 o'clock. It's going to be fun. And that's... Oh, I got another show, Project Barley in Redondo Beach. Haha Comedy Club, April 2nd. And she will be... Our wonderful host will be there. So, anyway, thank you.
Oh, God. Got me working day and night. We have a special guest, my friend. This gentleman that's coming to the stage is a colleague, a friend. We go way back when I was chased through comedy clubs with bar stools from Al Martin. Rest in peace. I love you, Al. And I always recommend that you guys get this book, I Did It on a Dare. It is the worst written book you will ever read on comedy. It's typographical errors. It doesn't have that comma that you like, the Oxford comma. It's a mess. And you need to read it if you're a comic. And I don't care what part of your life you're a comedian. You need to read it because then things won't sound... You'll be like, I heard that before. Sunda said that before, and it's true because I said it. But now you're going to meet Dustin Chafin, who's also in the book, by the way. Okay, and he's from the Right Club. Let's bring him up. Come on, let's give some love to Dustin Chafin.
I love this. Every time I talk to Sunda, I think I'm just coming down for a meeting, and I ended up doing a set. It's like, I just wanted to get a date for a class. Now I got to be funny in front of people judging me. I like it. Narcolepsy, that was hilarious. I love that. I don't have any energy, not because of narcolepsy. It's because I'm doing a diet with my girlfriend, which I don't know if anybody's ever done that. I'm tired of doing that. I'd rather her cheat on me than do another diet with her again. It's been one day with no carbs. I feel like I'm going to pass the fuck out. I can't take it. South Beach. You ever tried that? Yeah, just, I don't know what that is. It's like Coke and AIDS. But this is, and one time my dad and I, we went to a therapist because we weren't getting along. And we were like screaming and crying, and we looked over and he was asleep because he had narcolepsy and he was a therapist. It's like, that's the one job you don't do. It's like, you know what I mean? Like maybe driving a school bus, therapist. And anyway, that just made me think of that. It was really funny. This is cool. I don't know. This is fun. I like this. I love this. This whole energy here is good. I feel like I've done a lot of comedy with no people, so this is huge. I did a show one time. Two people, Dangerfields, New York City. Dangerfields, one of the great comedy clubs, and there was two girls in the crowd. And 3 minutes in, they both went to the bathroom at the same time. So I was literally talking to myself, and I crushed. And it was a thing. This is funny. So I have an interesting comedy life. I feel like I work with some amazing people, and then I have my own comedy life, which is not so amazing. You know what I mean? Like I work with. I need to get more unsuccessful people in my life. Just so I feel better about myself. You know what I mean? I got friends in Marvel movies and like Saturday Night Live, and it's just like, so I go from like a private jet to like a round trip mega bus to Corpus Christi pretty quick. You know what I mean? Like pretty quick in the days there. But yeah, I was recently, I was in Corpus Christi, and I was at a Super 8. And that'll humble you up pretty quick. It was actually more like an OK7, And it was. I'm a big fan of free breakfast. I don't know if anybody. That's a big deal to me. And I was about to eat the breakfast, and I was sitting there getting all excited, getting taped up, And all of a sudden, a lady ran in, and she goes, "Somebody in 122 is dying." And I was like, "Wow!" And then I thought to myself, I know CPR. I should probably help this. And then I looked over, and there was no line for the waffle machine, and I was like, I'm sorry. 122, you're going to die. I can't. Anyway. It's been fun in here. I love it when, you know how old we are? When 44 feels young. You know what I mean? Like, that's when you know you're old. I'm like, what are you talking about? 40? What would we do for 44? Between the three of us in this line here. Like, that's when dinosaurs started. The years that we have combined is awful. I do not like it. The old thing is funny because one thing I hate is when young girls call me sir. I hate that. First of all, it's Majesty. Get it right. You know what I mean? I'm in a Hot Topic trying to get a Rob Zombie shirt. I'm no sir. I'm an idiot. I just try to do young guy stuff in an old guy way. Like I still go to punk rock shows, But they won't let you in the mosh pit when we're wearing a helmet and knee pads. It was a lot. Helmet and knee pads. Yeah, and I try to date young. I said, if I date young, I'll feel young. I date this girl. She's really young, and she tried to relate. She's like, what's your favorite movie? I said, my favorite movie is Caddyshack. And she goes, is that the movie where Shaq plays a genie? And I, please stop talking. Pick up your Legos and get out. Yay! All right. So we do this thing that we're going to start here called Right Club, and it's not a cheesy class. It's basically comics just trying to get better and trying to work with each other. It's not like one dude saying, hey, this is how you do comedy. It's like we all kind of like take a premise and everybody's involved, kind of how I feel comedy should be written, where your comedy friends kind of give you tags and that kind of thing. And also I'll have some really big comics come through have written for Conan, been on big shows and stuff, come in and kind of talk about their process and maybe look at some of your stuff or whatever. And so we're trying to do it here, we'll keep it kind of, reasonable, and so everybody can kind of be a part of it. And so that's, what I'm hoping to do here. And I don't know everything about comedy, but I have been around a long time, and I've been banged up, and I know how to crush an Elks Lodge, and I've been in front of 18,000 people. I've been in front of no people, so I got a lot to offer. And between me, Sunda, and Aaron, we can figure it out. And we're trying to combine his acting class and do a whole bunch of fun stuff, make you guys powerhouses when you leave here. So that's our goal. So check it up, Right Club. The dates will be coming soon. All right, God bless America. Woo! All right, yay.
Oh my God! Well, if they knew everybody, wait a minute, hello, I'm Corey Gahaney. I'm the funniest one. Sunda got the golden ring. She got the brass ring. She didn't even work for it. How did she just come on board and she's suddenly hosting? How did she take over that comedy club? Because I put butts in seats. Oh my God! Who's the other one? Marla Schultz. Did he call? My God, who else?
We have no idea who you're talking about.
Marla is Corey's friend. I know. Barry Katz said to me, you better make it big so that... No, he said, they better make it big so that people know who you're talking about because you're very good at that. Okay. And suddenly I was like, I'm Vanessa Hollingshead, and you're going to hear some sad stuff. This thing is like, I'm going to be awake. I'm going to get this ready now. Oh, my God, you're so funny. You guys are all terrific. Not only in the Right Club, by the way, is WRITE because they get it right? And it's going to be, not fight. All right? Yeah, we might do that. Because, Aaron wants to do the wrestling, right? Or who is that? Oh, Ramirez wants to do the wrestling. So we'll watch Billy wrestle.
They're not putting them against me.
Okay, because you'll fall asleep on him.
my secret power, I put people to sleep.
Oh, wow. This sounds like a real interesting night.
We're making chokehold.
Chokehold? No more chokeholds. No more chokeholds.
Well,
I need something that has a higher collar, maybe. I don't know how I'm changing all of this. I know. All of a sudden it's getting crazy, and we're going to let this show. It's like a talk show. This talk show's on the go. I'd like to thank Billy Ramirez. I'd like to thank Aaron McIntyre, and, of course, Dustin Chapin and Mr. Hunter White for taking pictures. And I can't wait to see you guys soon. Like Wednesday, isn't it? Okay? Good night, everybody. April 2nd, please mark your calendars. Thank you, Aaron.
I need the restroom key. Is it over here?
He had it.